we have ourselves a real-life Moby Dick. A rare white humpback whale calf filmed off of Australia. Before I go any farther, make sure to like and subscribe. Liking helps move things along in the algorithm, and I really would appreciate it. The latest footage shows two other sightings of all-white newborn humpback whales. But experts aren't convinced these whales are albino, like the famous Magalu. It's Magalu. Is that what the name of... I have no idea what Magalu is. Two other sightings of an all-white whale. The pearly white baby humpback whale was filmed off of the coast of Australia, prompting speculation about whether it is an extraordinary rare albino whale. Others also wondered whether the calf could be the offspring of Migalo, a completely white whale like the mythical Moby Dick. Drone operator Jane Mathewson spied the pale whale, get it? Pale whale, in late July. It glides, get it? Or glides. God, I am dumb. It rhymes. Glide. Oh, that's why I said glides. I read it without even realizing I read it. Gliding alongside its mother through the turquoise water of the northern tip of New South Wales. Get it? Wales? Whale? Oh, God, I gotta stop. Humpback whales migrate to this stretch of eastern Australian coast between June and August to mate and give birth, having traveled north from the rich feeding grounds of Antarctica, where they return between September and November. Let's see. Oh my goodness. That's really cool. I would love to see humpback whales one day. I have never seen a whale. I've only seen dolphins. I guess that's technically a whale, but humpback whales are almost completely dark gray and black and typically feature white blotches along their bellies. But in this video, the calf's milky white tail and fins can be seen gleaming in the sunlight. That is awesome. I love their fins, how long they are. That's awesome. However, experts are hesitant to attribute the cat's features to albinism. This rare genetic condition is caused by a recessive gene which disrupts the cell's ability to make melanin, the substance that produces pigmentation in skin, hair, and eyes. This results in pale skin and pinkish eyes. While rarely documented, lighter hues aren't unheard of in newborn whales. Wally Franklin, a cetacean researcher and marine scientist at the Oceana Project, a nonprofit dedicated to the research and conservation of dolphins and whales, told Live Science, they are born with a down covering which appears very light and whitish in the light, and as a result, they are mistakenly considered to be albino, he said. The initial down covering dissipates usually within a week, and the normal black and white pigmentation is established. Look at that, another picture video. That's awesome. Look at that baby. That's cool to see. Photographers also captured footage of two other baby Moby Dicks off the state of New South Wales in recent weeks. One was spied near Barawara Point at the southern tip of the state by a drone in late June, almost seeming to glow beneath the waves. The other was spotted in mid-July in Lennox Head in the north, where it was filmed sliding up to its mother until it slipped out of view and beneath her protective belly. Determining whether these youngsters have albino traits would require observation over time as well as skin samples, but whales confirmed to have albinism are extremely rare. The reality is that only one albino in the eastern Australian humpback whale population is very well known, Migalo, Franklin said. Migalo, whose name means white fella in several Australian Aboriginal languages, was first spotted in 1991 off the country's west coast, which falls along another humpback whale migration route from Antarctica. It took almost 15 years to confirm his albino status from a slew of skin cells, which showed he has the genetic hallmark of albinism. So Migaloo means white fella in Aboriginal. So is that basically like calling somebody a cracker? Is that what that means? Albinism can increase sensitivity to sunlight and cold and make creatures more vulnerable to predators. Yet Migaloo has survived to adulthood and is a healthy whale. The observational evidence is that he gets along with other humpbacks in a very normal way, Franklin said. By the way, I call myself a cracker because I'm a white dude from Florida. That's what that means. So if I get a strike for saying that, but I don't get a strike for saying Migaloo, we'll see how that goes. Migaloo hasn't been spotted since 2020, though the sightings of a pale adult humpback off Australia's Queensland coast earlier this year raised hope that it could be him. Even so, for the whale white caps to be his, Migaloo would need to have mated with the female who also carried the rare mutation for albinism. What's more likely, Franklin said, is that the sightings are the result of a rare good news environmental story. Observation has led to the resurgence of the Australian humpback population in the last 60 years, from a few hundred in the 1960s to tens of thousands today. This means there's an uptick in the number of young being born in the calving waters off of eastern Australia. Hence, there are increased sightings of newborn calves occurring along the coast, Franklin said. With so much interest in humpback migration, we are both citing and receiving increasing coverage of these beautiful light-colored newborn calves, which is wonderful. So that reminds me of a story real quick from my neck of the woods. An oddly pigmented dolphin spotted in the Gulf. Clearwater Marine Aquarium, not calling it albino. So this is the dolphin right here. They call it Pinky. And it's been spotted a few times. And you see it's just like a whitish pink dolphin. That looks like a lot of area. I think I know exactly where that is. Yeah, I've fished off of that seawall a bunch of times, near it, I should say. But yeah, it's just a pink dolphin, and that they go into it a little bit. But yeah, it pops up every once in a while, and let's see, come up again. Come on. Nothing. Oh yeah, there it is, just kind of just chilling back there. So pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, the colored mutations in these guys happen every once in a while, and it's really cool to see. It's just like any other animal, but when it's a whale or a dolphin, people love to talk about it. I feel the same way whenever I see an albino or a mutation of like a wild snake. Like there's olive diamondback rattlesnakes, which like they have just different patterning. It's basically, instead of it having their diamond patterns, it'll just be like plain black. They might even have a stripe, and they just look awesome. Besides also albinos, but like there was a blue-eyed leucistic cottonmouth I saw a picture of the other day, and it just looked awesome. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Keep it wild.